Okay, good morning. This is Monday, October 31st, 2022, and it's about 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's see, this is pretty exciting what's going on here. So I actually, I got three charts up here. I have the Dow Jones, the S&P, which is the ES, it's the mini S&P, and then the NASDAQ. And as I was talking last week, that there's a divergence. You saw the Dow just break out of its balance area before the other two, and then the ES broke out, but the NASDAQ never did. You know, it stayed in there. So you have to watch this sometimes because they really need to be in sync. Maybe not 100% in sync, but pretty close. And there's a big divergence going on here, and I saw this back in 2008. So I'm not sure if this really means a lot, but to me it seems like it does. It seems like there's going to be a turning point coming up, and that's what I feel as of right now. That could change, but I don't think so. I think this is... So I got out in the market on Friday, real late, right in here. I mean, at the very, very top of the market. It's pretty hard to pick the tops, and I'm not trying to pick a top. It's just a feeling I got that, you know, this Dow, when it went up like this, it has to retrace. Like I said before, this is a buy-sell game. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the news or GDP or inflation. You don't want to pay attention to any of that. You want to look at these charts here, and this is buying, this is selling, this is buying, this is selling. So this is a huge buy here. So there's going to be selling that's going to be stepping in pretty soon. So, you know, this might be it now. Plus, it's getting really close to this trend line that I put here. This is the bear market trend line. And this isn't that close, and this isn't that close, but, well, actually, this one is. But, you know, it's close enough. Close enough to the danger zone, as far as I'm concerned. And with the Dow doing this, it's not a very healthy move. You know, there's a lot of people that bought. That's great. And hopefully they made some money, and hopefully they got out. You know, and that's what I did. Now, this market could come down a little bit and come back up. This could do the same thing and come back up, and this could break out. But as what I'm feeling right now, I don't feel that. So I'm not touching this market. I am not getting into this. Even if this breaks out and goes up, I'm not going to get in on this market. And it could continue all the way up to here, and you can make some good money. But I'm not going to do that. I might change my mind later. You know, if this comes down and comes around here and sits for a while and then comes back up, and these come down and they form balance areas. I'm looking for balance areas. I never get in when there's no balance areas. So as I see it right now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to trade. However, there are other markets to trade. So we're back down to this one chart again, because I primarily trade the ES only because there's a lot of volume here. There's a lot of people trading, and that means I can get in and out at any time within a second. If you have low volume, not a lot of people invested in the market, sometimes it's hard to get in, and sometimes it's hard to get out. No problem here. As soon as I push a button, I'm out. As soon as I push a button, I'm in. Very easy. But there's not always going to be a setup, so I'm going to have to wait. Now, the 4-hour chart, I see this starting to balance out like that, and the market's coming back in. So we could form a little balance here. I do like to look at the the daily charts for more of a balance area that's stronger. You know, the market could actually come up here like it did and balance a little bit here and then start dropping. It didn't really balance here. It just dropped. I'm not sure what happened here in news report or whatever could have done that. And sometimes it does that. And sometimes you don't catch these. I don't usually catch it on the second bar. This one's starting to form 2 bars on a daily chart. I like to wait, when you have something like this is great. It's creating a lot of energy. And this is creating a lot of energy, and that took it that way. So it's not always 100%. This created a lot of energy, and the market could have taken off. But, we are in a bear market. You got to keep that in mind. So even though it created a lot of energy, and it might not have gone very far, like the NASDAQ, never broke out. So this created a lot of energy, and if it breaks down, gee, I'm like 99% sure it's going to continue downwards because it never broke out. So these are things you have to watch for. Like I said, nothing's 100%, but it's not like this doesn't count. It does count. But again, we're in a bear market. So you got to keep that in mind. Like, where's the trend? The trend's very important. This is a long-term trend. These are all short-term trends. Okay, so you can follow these within this long-term trend. So even though this has built up a lot of energy, and it's going to break out, again, I had mentioned before, you could actually change these because they constantly change, and that could be the new balance area. Because you've got a bunch of hits here, and you got some hits created here, right? You can't really do that with this. You can't expand that because you don't have hits on both ends like you do here. This one's pretty exact right here, pretty defined, and it broke down. It's too far away from connecting it with anything else. But this, you can do that. And that's the tricky part about trading. You have to kind of know this stuff. It's taken me years to figure it out. That's where it was. And I could move it up, which, if this starts to form in here, then that's probably what's going to happen. And this market might start coming down at this point. The only thing that's really out of balance is this Dow. This is out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing going on here. Now, it did break this balance area, and it took off big. So it went according to the energy and the power within this box. But then it's, pretty close to the top here. So where's it going from here? Good chance that it could be coming back down. So back to the ES. Yeah. Okay, so we could consider this the new balance area because it never really did anything. Now, I had bought some call options here, and I sold up here. And I'm not going to buy at least a long position from this point. If it starts to maybe balance in here a little bit, then I might buy some put options. And if I see the Dow starting to come down, and especially the NASDAQ, that's, like I said, it never broke out. So that could be a very good indication right there that this was never intended to go up. It's intended to go down. So I'm going to watch these. And in the meantime, sometimes I have to wait. But when it gets to the point of where I might have to wait a while, you could be patient. Because something's going to happen, I'm sure, this week. And there are other markets that I can trade. And I'll just give you an example. So all these markets here, they're pretty good as far as trading options because they have enough volume and some volatility, and people invested in there to where I can get in and out pretty easily. I was checking these out this morning, and if you look at Apple, would you trade this? Nope, I don't see a balance area. I never trade anything that's not in the balance area, so I'm not trading that. I'm not touching this. Let's see, applied materials. Oh, there goes a balance area right here. Pretty small. Still a balance area. And if you look, this is trending. This is trending down. So I'm just giving you an example, okay? Not saying to trade this market, but I'm giving you an example, an idea of how these markets work. And actually, they're pretty simple once you learn them. Here's a downtrend. This one's up here. Where's it going to go? Well, the sentiment in the entire market is a bear market. If it breaks here, I'd be pretty surprised. So this could be a trade right here. I was looking at, let's see, a couple other ones. This one's already broken its line. This doesn't look very healthy at all. I wouldn't trade it, although there might be some people that might wait till it breaks under here and then go under and trade it, and that might be a good trade because it's kind of balanced out a little bit here. And again, we're in a bear market, so the tendency is to go down. So this could be a good trade too. Nothing I'm interested in. Bank of America has hit this line a couple times and it's bounced back up. And now it's got this balance area right in here. This could be a good trade, as long as it doesn't go above and break out here. This is a Bank of America. Banks are in trouble. They're one of the first industries, or maybe the first industry to go down during a recession, because that's where the money's at. So I definitely would not buy any call options going up. And if it does go up, it might be a good chance for you to get in going down, because it is not a strong market here. So this is just giving you an idea of what these people in the news are talking about. Meta, and there's Meta. So that's it did a limit down right here, a drop, boom, and looks like a pretty sick market to me. People are talking about buying it. Why would you buy this? I don't understand why anybody would buy this. They're talking about buying it because they think it's a good buy because it's so low. It's all the way down to $93. Well, what's stopping this to go down to $5 like it did in the 2000 crash? I saw a lot of these stocks. They were up $300-400 and they went down to $3. What's stopping this from doing that? There's a big gap here, drop down. So people are starting to buy here. And yeah, that might come up and fill this gap a little bit, but still a weak market. I would never buy anything like this. And again, I don't buy anything unless it's in a balance area. So here you got this balance area right here. There's a balance area. And like we talked before, it's building, building, building. If it breaks up, it's going up. If it breaks down, it's going to go down. Well, this broke down. It's a good indication here. Again, we're in a bear market, so you have to look at the total sentiment of the market. Is it strong or is it weak? It's definitely weak. So when it breaks down, it's a pretty good buy right in here. And you buy some put options, and it took it down. So whoever bought here made some pretty good money so far here. You're not going to find a lot of people trading like I do, these balance areas. I'm old school. I learned from people that have been trading 30, 40, 50 years, and I learned a lot of this. I did tweak it a bit because some of these guys, they use these balance areas and they also use indicators. I don't use any indicators. This is it right here. So far, I'm the only one that I know that uses this, just balance areas only. So I would say 99.9% of the people that you see on the news, you see on the internet that are trading, and even some that are making money, they don't use a system. They use a very elaborate system with a lot of numbers. So, yeah, this is pretty rare. And I'm not advertising. I'm not trying to get a bunch of people in here to make money off of YouTube and selling things. You're not going to find any sponsors on here. I don't know how many subscribers I'm going to have. Maybe only 10. It doesn't really matter because this is actually helping my trading. I'm realizing that I learn a lot by teaching. Teachers learn from their students, and they learn from actually teaching, because then they start to realize some things that they might have missed, and they start to perfect their I'm perfecting my trading here. I'm actually have gotten better at trading because of this. So I'm not going to stop, even if I only have 10 subscribers. Doesn't bother me, because that's not the reason why I'm doing it. Okay, so we're back to the ES. So right now I'm holding. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy any of those other companies. There's so many opportunities that you just saw, like Meta. People can short those. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. More people make money in the bear market than they do in a bull market. Why? Because the market goes down 2, 3, 4, 5 times, sometimes 10 times faster going down than it does going up. And so this is ideal environment for that, but then again, sadly, there's going to be a lot of people, trillions of dollars lost in this market, because people aren't trading like this. They don't know about this, so they're thinking the market is still going to go up, and so they're going to lose their money. And the ones that are going to make the money are the ones that are going to know about this and where this market's going. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll keep you posted on what I'm going to do, but as of today, I'm probably not going to trade. I might, but I'm going to do some research on those other companies. I'm going to see if I see something really big and I feel it, I might get in on it. I still like the ES, and watching the NASDAQ, I'm guessing this thing's going to start heading down at this point, but we'll see. And I might get up here and start buying some put options. I might do that. I'll see how it goes. I'm going to wait. I'm being very patient. That's what you do with trading. You have to be patient. You can't just jump in. Even though there's a lot of opportunities, there's always going to be opportunities. Believe me, they never go away. So I'm going to be very patient. This is my favorite market. I'd rather trade this than any other market. So I'm going to see. I might jump in an hour or two, or I might just wait. I'm going to be very patient and see. I'm going to watch that NASDAQ and see if it starts heading down, which I think it is. Yeah, it's not really doing anything right now. But, if it starts coming down, starts breaking this line here, that's... And then I see this starts to break down into here, especially really dropping. Then I'm guessing, this might have enough of an area where it's hit these lines where I can start buying put options. So I'm going to see how the day transforms, and maybe even tomorrow before. But so far my feeling is I might start buying some put options. We'll see. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Okay, see you later.